Boo! It's Blue Boy here again, and today we're going to do a review of the Marmot Force 3P Ultralight tent. Stay tuned, it's going to be great. Well, let's get into the review. This is a tent that I've had for a few years. I've used it a couple of times, and it's time to give us a review. So the first thing I'm going to do is set it up and show you how that is. Boo! The ground is so hard, I've got to go get my nail pegs to get them in. And something to bang them in with. Well, it's taken me forever and a day just to get the drilly fly up. One of the things I dislike about this tent is how much effort's required to put it up. 3 poles, fiddle fighting around. Boy, it looks good once it's up, but you pay for it in time and effort and bamboozlement getting there. So let me give you a tour around that. Here it is, just the fly up. Looks like something from outer space, doesn't it? Looks pretty big. It's a 3-person. Yeah, so it's a 15 denier. Oh, sorry, 15. 15 something. 15 denier nylon no-seam mesh. It's very fine. It's grey though. It's not black. Grey from the inside. Have a look. Actually, let's have a look. There we go. Actually, for the daytime, it looks pretty clear. Actually. There we go. Up in. So it's got this big swooshing nose job up the front there. And the floor is a 30 denier nylon ripstop, looks like. It's pretty good. The head height, it's only just high enough for me. I'm 6 foot, so I mean it's actually got a couple of inches there, but it's fairly low. It's got double door, and there's double vestibule, as you'll see. There's the back end. Got little pockets in there, which is useful, and it's even got like a little light pocket up in there for 2 people, so it's ideal for 2. There's the other person's pocket down there. There's little hooks up in here, so you could just like string a clothesline across the brow line, that's what it's called. There's another one in the middle there, so you could sort of 3 points of contact each side in there. So that's pretty cool. And then this back part here sort of swirls up as well, so keeps the water out. Let's get back out there. The Marmot say that they've got like a catenary cut like bottom here, so it sort of keeps it off the ground a little bit and keeps the water out. I don't know, maybe. Let's see what it looks like with some sleeping pads inside. So here we go. I've put a couple of pads in there, a couple of Nemo pads. There's a 25-inch wide blue one, that one, and a 20-inch wide tapered mummy standard one. So you can see plenty of room for two people, even if they've got wide pads. Even better if they don't. So yeah, so you can see how the back sort of curves up like that. Pretty nice. Whee! And there is, on the thing here, there's colour coding. There's red on that side and red little tabs on this side as well. And there's not on the other two sides, there and there. So it helps you line the fly up, gets the fly orientated correctly because it's got red tabs on the appropriate side, the left side, like this. So yeah, so there's the three poles, and it sort of clicks in. There's a little rubber there. Oops, little rubber there. It's actually on. Oops, that pole, not on the actual Marmot thing as well. So you just lift it up. So you lift that one up like that, and you click that in. Got it clicked in. So that clicks in like that, and then it comes down to here. This little ball and chain, or ball and socket. So you undo it. Yeah, it's like a spear. And then you sort of like pull it down like this, and then you just like snap it on. Bang, like that. Beautiful. And then you do that to the other end. The bow pole goes over the top, like that. And then the foot end has the same deal. So quite a lot of tension and quite a lot of fiddling around. So let's put the fly on this jolly tent. So you know how I pointed out those red tabs on the left hand side, the far side of the tent? Well, there's a red tab on the fly. And where's the other red tab? We look for it before we get all confused. There's the other red tab, and there'll be a doorway in the middle, so that's going to go over the far side. So let's do that. Okay, that painful experience is finished, sort of. I've just used 2 extra stakes to stake out the 2 doors with the vestibules. So minimum stakes you need is 6, and it only comes with 6. I've used other stakes. They're ones that are still in the box. This is what this one, the tent comes with. It's just like some fairly cheap and nasty aluminium stakes. I mean, they're hooks, they're shepherd hook type things. They're fairly light, and a bunch of other spare bits and guy lines, and a spare bit of aluminium pole for in case some of the poles break and you need to do a sealed splint, and a couple of patch bits of material, ripstop nylon material. So not a bad sort of repair kit it comes with. But the tent, there it is. Ta-da! Let's go and have a look at it. So here it is now with the fly on, and it looks even more like an alien spaceship. Look at that. It's very green, very bright green. It's been updated, so I've had this a couple of years to I think it's slightly different green, darker green maybe. But look, looks like it's in a action shorts or active wear, like a leotard. It's like skin. So let's unzip it here. Had some trouble before. Now it's got a very moderate size vestibule, not very large at all, so whenever I've used it, the pack's just there and pretty much filled up the whole space. And then you get into it here, so you can roll the door back like this. Move. Just roll it back. And boom, and you're inside. So that's what it looks like. Fairly minimal, and fairly low. So let's pop inside. So we'll unzip here. Now the top here is very Bowie. Not like David Bowie, good, but like not good. But that's coming off the brow pole. So let's have a look inside. There we go. That's what the vestibule looks like on the other side, because it's obviously a mirror image. Let's have a look. Let's unzip this baby and then have a look at the massive, mini vestibule. So packed there pretty much, and like your shoes, and that's pretty much it. When I was using this tent in Tasmania a couple of years ago, I had some possums come ducking under here and try and squirrel into my food, and actually tried to get into my tent inside here. Though it was actually scratching up against this bit here. My back was up it, and it was actually scratching my back. I thought I was having a gremlin experience, and I woke up with a fright and screamed at it. And it sort of scared off, because I turned over and there was just like this silhouette of a little gremlin, like little pointy ears. I thought it was like a little mini devil come to get me, but it wasn't. It was just awesome. So there we go. There is the inside of the tent, and the back bit here, you'd obviously guy out with a rope, a little stake to make it a bit further away from the tent. Once you're inside, it's good. The floor feels pretty thin. It's a bit of a worry, but the fly is even thinner. It's a 20D nylon or polyester, I think it is. Seal polyester. So that's what the specs say, but it's really stretched. It really stretches. You can feel it stretchy there. So yeah, overall, what did I like about this tent? I like the colour. And that's pretty much it. So, what don't I like? Well, pretty much everything else. I don't like how low the door is. It's hard to get in and out. I don't like how small the vestibule is. I don't like how stretchy this material is. For a 3-person tent, we actually couldn't keep our stuff inside when I was having 2 people in there. We had to keep it out in the vestibule, so it's not quite big enough for 2 people plus gear. So I don't like that. What else don't I like? Well, it's not particularly light either. It's 1.9 kilos, or 2.2 kilos with the optional footprint, which I've got. And I had to carry this sucker in Tasmania a couple of years ago on my own for various reasons. And that was the year that I had more weight on, and my knees blew up. I was carrying too much, including this. This was a big part of it. And so even though it's an ultralight tent, it's way too much for one person, and I'll never make that mistake again. So yeah, I think it's pretty heavy for what it is, but you know, if you can split the weight across 2, it's still only 1 kilo each, or 2 pounds, and that's okay. What else don't I like? I don't like how hard it is to set up and how difficult it is. It's takes forever to set up, 15-20 minutes, and it's very fiddly, and it takes a long time. And it's raining. Lovely. So I'm done with this sort of tent. I've got much lighter tents that are single skin or much faster to set up, and but you know, hey, it may work for you. Marmot is a good brand, and I've got quite a few Marmot tents that I'll be doing some more reviews on, but this was the ultralight version of it in the 3-person, and I'll be moving it on. So hopefully that's helped you. Maybe it's turned you off, maybe it hasn't. Each to their own. Blue Boy is done with the Force 3P, and I am over and out. Bye.